Hey, chicken pickers, it's Vinnie for PowerTwang.com. So today's lesson is based on the Luke Bryan song, Drunk on You. I think I'm actually going to do this one in two parts. What you just heard there was the intro and technically the licks that would go on during the second verse. So for this lesson, I'm going to do the intro and then the second verse licks. And then I think in the next video, I'll go ahead and break down the solo. As far as the chords, I'm not going to really go into those because, like, if you just, go on the interweb and do a search for the Drunk on You chords, it's easily and readily available. If you like this type of lesson, I got plenty more free videos that you won't find here on YouTube. The link is down here in the description box below. Go check it out. Anyway, moving on with today's lesson. But basically, so how it starts out is for the intro, before the drums kick in, there's just this little... It does that little thing twice, and all you're doing there is you're just sliding up on the third string from the 4th to the 6th fret. So you do it 3 times like that. 1, 2, 3. And it's more the timing and the feel of it, but it's not just like a straight. So it's a little more laid back, but so you do that. You do it a second time. And that's when the drums kick in. You're in the band. So then for the rest of the intro, what we got here is you're going to kind of start out the same way. It just kind of resolves a little differently, but you just kind of do the same thing twice here. Third time, you slide down to that 2nd fret. So really it's 4, 6, 4, 6, 4, 6, slide down to the 2. And again, that's all on the 3rd string. Now what you're going to do is you're just going to take that, pretty much that same pattern almost, and move it over here to the 4th string. Now on that one, you're going to do this, again, you're sliding up from the 4th to the 6th fret. So you slide up 4 to 6 twice. 1, 2, and then what you're going to do here is you're actually, and you could slide down or pick it. But really that's just set on the 4th string. That's 7, 6, then slide down to the 2nd fret. So okay, so then what you're going to do is you're actually going to go back to the 3rd string and do it again. But this time, it's almost kind of like you're doing what you did here on the 4th string, where you're going up to that 7th fret. So it's slide up from the 4 to the 6. Do that twice. Then 7, 6. And you slide down to the 2 again. Again, it's very similar to what you just did on the 4th string. Then you resolve it here. All you're doing is you're sliding up from the 4th to the 6th fret on the G string and sliding back down and resolving there at the 4th fret. So that's what it does for the intro. For in between the first chorus and the second verse, it actually does a little shorted, abbreviated version of the intro, and all you're just doing is that last part. And then what you're going to do, so then it goes into the second verse, and then how he goes into that is he slides up here from the 9th fret to the 11th fret of the G string. Then you're going to pluck or pick the 10th fret of the second string. He says his line, then it comes into this little, and all you're really doing is, and I like to pluck those with my fingers, either the middle and ring finger, or my index and thumb, just depending on how I feel. But really all you're doing is you're just plucking those, you're just doing a double stop here at the 9th fret on the 2nd and 3rd strings. You're just putting your first finger across both strings. And I think he does that 6, 2. Then on the 7th one, you end up putting your middle finger down on the 10th fret of the 2nd string. So you're actually, at that point, you're plucking the 9th fret of the 3rd string and the 10th fret of the 2nd string. Okay, so then comes up this next little, it's just a little bend, but it has like a haunting kind of sound to it, but it's basically just a bend on the 7th fret. And you just kind of hold that. Okay, so then for the last lick of the verse, he does. I think the line has something to do with throwing cherry bombs into the fire or something like that. But you hear this little lick behind there, and he's doing this pull off to a bend, and all you're doing is you're pulling off from the 12th on the first string here, 12th fret, 11th fret to the 9th fret. Then you're going to fret the 12th fret of the 2nd string, and then you bend it up a whole step so it sounds like it's at the 14th fret. So, and actually, he takes and holds the 12th, this B note at the 12th fret a few seconds before he bends it up. So it's more of a, that's pretty much it. Then it goes into just the chorus, which is basically the chords are D, A, E, and an occasional hit on the F sharp. But that's pretty much it. So, like I said, what we'll do is that's pretty much it for the intro and the verse, second verse licks. Like I said, I'll do a secondary video for this one, and I'll actually break down the solo. So again, I'm Vinnie from PowerTwang.com. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next lesson.